During the pandemic, more and more companies have shifted to a work from home model, and that is presenting a unique set of challenges for college graduates and other job applicants who are entering the workforce. It also presents some challenges for employers looking to hire and train those people. For more on this, we're joined by Vispi, who is the Senior Vice President of Whatfix, based in San Jose. Vispi, it's good to have you on here. So let's start from the perspective of companies out there. They're trying to figure out how to bring on new hires, bring folks into the fold when everyone, in a lot of cases, is working remotely. What are some of the strategies that companies can be using?
Thank you, Alex. Great question. It's really hard. Hiring is definitely something that is prominent in certain industries. And what's happening is new employees that are joining the workforce are joining remote from home. There's no physical connectivity. What's happened is with employers, they're struggling with being able to get new employees onboarded onto the software systems and the software applications that they need to get onboarded on. According to Gartner, any new employee has to be able to go through at least 15 different software applications successfully just to get onboarded. And now in a remote work environment, there's no physical training for those software applications. So all of this is happening remotely. It's a big challenge and unique strategies are needed to fix it.
Yeah, and a lot more training likely involved here when you talk about all the different tools that folks are now using, the different software we're all using to do what we're doing from home. Let me take it from the perspective of that potential job applicant, potentially a recent college graduate just entering the workforce here in the midst of this global pandemic, and things look so different. What do you think are the strategies for those job applicants to kind of set themselves apart and show that they're going to be able to thrive in this environment where folks are working from home?
Yeah. So Alex, let's stay with the same trend that new job applicants and new graduates are going to enter the workforce. They're going to have access to all these complex software systems. So number one for new graduates and new employees is that these business software systems are very different from the consumer software applications that they're used to living on. These are complex, they're hard to use. You need to be helped through it and navigated through it. You won't have the physical proximity of any trainer to be able to do that. So new solutions are needed. One of the solutions that both employers and employees are adopting is a category called digital adoption. These are overlays that sit on top of the software application. They work like a GPS, guiding this new employee through a particular software use case or a particular software application, helping them in a personalized manner.
In terms of trying to get that job, though, I just wonder, a lot of folks, they tend to shine and their personality comes through and their strengths really come through in that in-person setting. They're sitting across the table from someone. How much harder do you think it's going to be for these job applicants to really try to sell themselves and show who they are when they're doing it over Zoom?
Yes. Really good question. And Zoom has become an everyday part of life. I'm on Zoom calls for Zoom or equivalent calls for 12 hours a day. It's going to be the norm.
Yeah.
There's creative things you can do on Zoom, but you can also, as a fresh graduate, you can also realize that there are some business software applications that you need to learn. Try and learn those beforehand during your interview process. Try and come up with and attend virtual conferences around onboarding and training and how to best streamline inside the workforce in a particular organization or company. One of the other big ones is because you're remote now today, for any new employee, especially a new graduate, you're not going to expect a handheld onboarding process. You are going to have to adopt the tools that are thrown at you. And you're going to have to do that solo to some extent. Of course, you'll have video tutorials and things like that, but you'll have to do that on your own. So look out for digital adoption solutions. There was an awesome conference that lasted 3 days on digital adoption, all virtual and all about being able to adopt the new softwares that businesses provide.
Yeah, those job applicants these days are really going to have to embrace the work from home model. We have to leave the conversation there. Some really, really good advice. We appreciate you coming on. Vispi Davar, Senior Vice President at Whatfix in the South Bay. Thanks for doing it.
Thank you, Alex.